observational data is important, but I hate seeing these rifts so close. That ship seems out of place here. Worth a once-over.
Good evening. On behalf of everyone in Auntie's family, I want to thank our hosts for securing this wonderfully austere venue to begin our negotiations for peace. That said, it is deeply regrettable that matters on Golden Ridge have not been resolved. But I will now graciously allow the Vicar Laureate and his fellow shareholders the floor.
Madam Vice President, I and my fellow counselors share those grievances, but we are here in good faith. Peace between us will allow us to contend with the rules. The true
Be still, Conrad. But don't let this interloper out of your sight. It's you, is it not? The one Agent DeVries warned me to expect? Well, see here. If you intend to stop me, you're far too late. Preposterous. Our mission to stop the talks is a righteous one. Why would I ever jeopardize it for the likes of you?
This one's a potential font of useful information, dear. You just need to administer the proper application of force.
You do no such thing. My willpower is stout, my loyalty unshakable. And even if by some low chance you could extract my knowledge, you'll never truly understand. If our deaths buy Agent DeVries and our comrades the time they need, so be it. We know full well she cares nothing for us, nor do we ask her to. We share her purpose, and so we fight to keep infidels like you from disrupting her plans. But it doesn't matter what you do. The rest of our team is pushing forward. Agent DeVries is right. The only way to save us from destruction is to save the Order from itself. True, if we want to preserve the Order, we shouldn't kill our own. But I fear that eventually the rot of beguilement will eat us from within. Fine, yes, of course I do. Just don't brandish your weapon at me like that. Look, there, on the console behind me. It has all you need to know about Agent DeVries' plans. I swear it. Oh, and you'll find another team ahead wrangling the automechs. They are to secure the station while Agent DeVries makes for the forum chamber. She plans to eliminate the delegates before negotiations are concluded, so you ought to move fast. Now, with your leave, we'll make our retreat.
No time to waste. Let's have a look at those plans.
I'd bet bits to Borstwurst. That's going to need a new fuse.
He's not my sovereign.
Yes, right. Well, landing a strike against the Protectorate in this state will be something like wrangling a galloping...
I am unfamiliar, but I presume that to mean it will be without exertion. If so, then you are perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia than I calculated. The Sovereign, guide him, is as ineffective as you suggested. but his advisor, the consul, is not. These executions, these impulsive attacks, are solely his influence.
Solely? Your previous sovereign was rather draconian himself, if your own history books are to be believed. Do not act like the current rot emerged from nowhere.
I could perhaps say the same for you and your reputation for putting profits over people. But instead, I suggest we pivot our discussion back to the real matter at hand.
Looks like those mechs are on their side. Shame. Could have been useful.
Detected. Ain't recharged!
I'll handle this.
Ready to waste him. Or hey, got an extraction port that's the one you need to worry about.
Mobilizing.
Sorry, ain't ready yet. Things take time, Commander.
Investigating hostile intelligence.
Plasma tolerances exceeded.
I'd like to discuss your efforts on Paradise Island. We may have no physical presence there, but we are ever watchful. Our observations suggest that matters have been delicate.
Yes, but things have taken somewhat of it. After the Protectorate destroyed their own relay out of madness, we have seen little resistance to our residents.
Well, we welcome the news of your advances. However, it is worrisome that it took the assistance of a freelancer for you to finally secure your hold. Worrisome indeed. to my analysis, neither of our parties has enough good... the other to proceed directly to an alliance. A swift end to the war is highly improbable.
You had to run a quick... model to come to that conclusion? Did your numbers give any insight into making this more worth my while?
No time to lolly. starting to get an eerie feeling, like someone's got clamps on us.
Resorting to violence.
They'll go no further, infidel.
Mortificator at ready status.
I can hear you scampering around like a little sprite.
Tough too, but I'm not ready.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
What are you doing down there? Have you given up?
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
I have a fix on my weaknesses.
Duly noted.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
I see you.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just get the signal.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
These guys are leaking outside, Commander.
I have a fix on their weaknesses. Combatant scan.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander.
I can
Just
hear
say
you
whit.
scampering around like a little sprite. What are you doing down there?
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Die!
Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Ratcheting up my aggression.
My tolerances exceeded.
Cross that bridge and see how well you fare.
Complication in progress. Locking them down. That and scan.
Sorry, ain't ready yet. Love to, but I'm not ready.
Hearing all about the delegates' lives. We should push on. DeVries is on the 3rd floor. I don't like the elevator as a means up there, but seems we have little choice.
strategic location which promises high returns.
So you think your people should rule? Shall I remind you that you failed to gain ground or even take the Vox relay yourself?
Might as well be served up on a platter. We don't have much time.
We actively collect data to understand how to serve our people, after all. Look no further than the abbot, who welcomed refugees to Matriarch's mercy.
He struggled to feed and house them properly. The poor man was clearly overwhelmed if he couldn't see his right hand was actively undermining him, even with his data.
Meanwhile, Auntie's choice has done little to alleviate the refugee crisis it helped create. Indeed, my projections may be accurate. You are more interested in what you can steal.
Dear Vicar, you are not yourself. Perhaps Auntie and your bishop should continue these talks. We'd be happy, huh? We do enjoy that.
You have a nasty habit of arriving at the wrong time, Commander.
It's over, Augustine. Nowhere left to run. No more lies you can peddle or people you can burn. Your rewards come due.
Ibarra, I was unaware of your survival until recently. Believe it or not, I was happy you survived. But to see you still seeking solace in the Commander's shadow is disappointing. You could have done anything with your life. Shrugged off the bad memories. But now you're both here to meddle. Law knows why. certainly. And then I'll brew us some tea and we can gossip about the latest pitchball matches. Do you think me an idiot? I've no interest in continuing this little reunion. What happened in Horizon Point, well, I had no choice but to do as I did. And I'm prepared to do the same again. These delegates you came to save, I'm killing them both, and any hope for peace will die along with them. This is the only way if we hope to close the rifts before it's too late. Everything. The Order is on the verge of learning how to control the rifts. They just need the right data, and a prototype modulator that's hidden away in a Protectorate lab on Praetor. But like the Protectorate before them, Auntie's Choice must never have access to that technology. Anyone with even half-functioning gray matter knows that you cannot trust a corporation with the kind of power that comes with controlling rifts. The Order should know better. It's as if they've forgotten how we got to this point. It was the Seers who came to me back then. They showed me their data, proving that the Protectorate's rift experiments would lead to our galaxy's destruction. I didn't want to believe them. But as more and more of their predictions came to pass, I knew I had to act. I had to destroy Horizon Point and its research to prevent annihilation.
That's law, Augustine. You could have told us what you were planning instead of letting us blunder into a trap.
No, I couldn't have. Had I deviated from the plan even the slightest amount, it could have jeopardized everything. I had to avert a far worse disaster. By any means. No. I saw their models. The Protectorate and all their ignorance would have torn the galaxy asunder in pursuit of their matriarch's dream. Fascists are nothing if not predictable. You are focused entirely on the wrong thing. Wars come and go. Civilizations can rebuild. But this manner of destruction is something nothing can come back from. You recall what I said of the rift modulator, of the data? It's the only way to control the rifts, and only the Order can be trusted with this power. You know who these corporatists are, how they deal with their competitors. Imagine now how a war spurred by greed might be won, when fought with rifts instead of guns. You see? The Order must not sacrifice their principles for a childish attempt at peace. If they don't complete the mission they started, everything I have done will have counted for nothing.
Enough! Just enough, Augustine. I can't listen to any more of these excuses. I've got all the answers I needed, Commander. She's gone over the threshold and ain't no bringing her back. Best we make this quick, before she can hurt anyone else.
You think you have it in you to pull the trigger, Ibarra?
Had 10 years to practice. Give the order, Commander. How many times do you need a snake to bite you to realize its nature? She's shown us who she is, Commander. She's showing us again right now. Yes, Commander. You said to try and hold on to my humanity. But ain't this a just cause? Preventing the deaths of these delegates? trust we'll be having words on the ship about all this, Commander. If DeVries doesn't shoot us in the back before then.
It doesn't matter. Nothing you can say to me will change the issue at hand. If I'm to give the Order the means to close the rifts, the peace talks must end. 2 dead delegates? That's a fair price to pay. We've paid worse. No, I want the Order to not take the coward's way out. They broke from the Protectorate for a reason. The Order could lead humanity into a new age of discovery, shield us all from ruination. But they've become so focused on winning a void-forsaken war that they've lost sight of it. So I'm here to remove that temptation from play and set them back on the path to worthiness. What use is there in a short victory if you've lost sight of the greater threat? Nobody's done anything about that rift in the sky for 10 years. I looked up at it every day and saw the threat it posed, remembering what I'd done. The cost.
You're really gonna stand there lecturing us about costs when it was our blood you spent?
There is always a cost in surviving where others did not. You should know that better than anyone. Yet after Horizon Point was lost and that rift tore open the sky, no one in the Order had any urgency to fix it. And now corporatists are here, ready to take advantage. I can't take it. If you truly mean so, then you won't object if I eliminate these delegates right here and now.
Don't encourage her, Commander. She hasn't changed. She's willing as ever to tread over others to reach her goal.
No, Niles. As distasteful as it may seem, I'm doing what's necessary. You're not that naive kid from Triangulum anymore. You can learn to take action. You can think for yourself.
All this jawing's a waste of time. Ought to put a bullet in you and call it a day.
Assassination does have its merits, but in this instance, I disagree.
You can't be serious, Commander. We came here to stop DeVries, not give her a pass on murdering. No! Lo, I thought you were just talking big. I didn't think you were actually gonna let her shoot them. I did trust you. And look at the good it did.
Agent Ibarra, mind how you proceed. An inflection point in our collective future is approaching, and I see you barreling toward the wrong side of it.
You still have the others fooled, but my eyes are open now. I see what you are. And I won't compromise my principles just on your say-so.
Niles, you once told me you'd do anything to become an Earth Directorate agent. To save people, no matter what it took. This is what that looks like.
Damn you both to the void. You're not fit to lead, Commander. And if taking you out means preventing worse atrocities, then so be it.
Let's rush!
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. I'm ready. Target analyzed. Let down fall. Patience. Still recharging. That one had potential. Shame.
I certainly didn't expect you to turn on Niles after everything. Perhaps I've misjudged you. Even if said insubordinate saved you not so long ago? No. Never mind. I am grateful for your support. Anyhow, there's something more you should know. I've recovered a cartridge from the Earth Directorate satellite I brought down. It's here, with me, and it contains the rift data gathered from every system they monitor. If you process this data, you can use it to improve the prototype rift modulator on Praetor. Once that's finished, the rifts can finally be closed. Everyone will be saved. All I can give is my word. There's no backup plan for me. I've reached my limit. But I know that you can save us. And this cartridge will at least give you a head start. There's also a high-priority message from the Chief of Ops on there. I was unable to decrypt it, but you certainly have the means to do so on your ship. It may be 3 years old, but hopefully the information it contains is still relevant. Here, it's yours. May the numbers guide you, Commander. Wait, what in the void is that?
Disastrous to imminently catastrophic. This seems... well, we should run.
Don't just stand there! Go!
For anything. No time to dally.
This is an urgent message for all Earth Directorate agents. The spatial rift situation has deteriorated significantly. The rifts threatening a majority of our colonies and our Earth Directorate bases, including this one, have entered their final stages. If you see a rift that looks like this, you are in grave danger. You have at most a matter of months before everything in your local system is destroyed. The seriousness of this situation cannot be overstated. Therefore, Directive Alpha Omega is hereby invoked. You are fully authorized to do everything in your power to find a way to close the rifts. Along with this message, the entirety of our rift data has been sent to your local surveillance satellite. Analyze this data. Law willing, you will find a way to unlock any secrets it has resisted yielding to us. The fate of humanity now depends on you.
Acknowledging receipt of emergency mission parameters update, including activation of Directive Alpha Omega. Commander is now released from any and all agent guidelines. The full parameters are as follows. The agent has full authority to handle the mission in any manner they see fit. No exceptions. The extreme nature of stated emergencies supersedes any other considerations. I have also detected competing priorities in the new mission objectives. The surveillance data from the satellite confirms De Vries's assertion of a prototype modulator on Praetor that may be used to manipulate rifts. Acquisition is required to be able to bypass any new or existing miniature ground-level rift anomalies you may encounter. You are also tasked with finding a way to process the Earth Directorate rift data. The archive computer on Cloister would be best suited to this purpose. Agents are permitted to cooperate with local governments and other political entities at their discretion, even under normal directives, which you are no longer bound by. Both Auntie's Choice and the Order have previously controlled the archive, and may be open to working with you to regain access. Seeking their assistance is recommended. It is worth noting that the Order of the Ascendant is headquartered on Cloister. You've also received a message from Auntie's Choice. This unit can relay its contents now, should you wish. The message has also been sent to your private terminal. Greetings, morally gray potential contractor. You've been pre-selected for membership in Auntie's Choice Esteemed Invaluable Disposable Agent Program. Report on board the ACS Undisputed Claim for details on this exciting opportunity. Signed, Auntie Cleo. It appears you now have permission to visit Auntie's Choice headquarters aboard its flagship, Commander. You may use the astrogator to navigate there at any time. Returning to mission objectives. Do you have a preference for which to pursue first, Commander? Acknowledged. Due to the rift's expansion, both Cloister and Praetor show a high preponderance of miniature rifts. Proceed with caution.
Of your time, Commander. Remember that matter on Cloister I mentioned earlier? Well, since we're here and all, thought we might take it up now. Might be hard to believe, but 20 or so odd years ago, I made a mistake. Feels like high time I righted it. Now I'm out and about again. That's where the error occurred, I believe. Others judged it such. I shut it down. Believe I was wrong to do so. For many years now, a former colleague of mine's been in a remote spot called Reasons Pass, on account of my decision. Hardly. Quite the opposite, in fact. She's one of the finest minds to ever grace the Order. Her research was unconventional, surely. She was as well. I think with both, we could right things, get the Order back on its intended path. Of course, Commander.
This unit is rated for extreme temperatures, like those found on Cloister. However, occasional stalling may occur.
I find your proposed time unaccountably so.
But going any faster grossly increases the threat of collapse. Burying us beneath the snow benefits no one.
So long as we are operating within the statistical parameters given to us. I see absolutely no reason to delay. Pick up the pace. Have you at least determined the cause of the avalanche?
Inconclusive at present. Potential causes for weakened snowpack include mortar fire, a crashed ship, perhaps even a small rift developing.
Have an intellectually stimulating day. Happy to chat for 0.07 seconds. Time's up. Bye.
To update records, this unit has some questions for Agent Delgado, also known as the Endpoint.
No need to be so formal, my mechanical friend. Marisol is fine. Now, what would you like to know?
How many persons have you eliminated in the course of your work for the Order?
Oh, well, causality intercessor never kills and tells. But because you ask so nicely,
Upper teens, let's say? Who can keep count? I mean, I can, of course, but I don't.
Acknowledged. Updating count to an estimated 5,017.
Heard that rift near the archive has destabilized. Must be a
Agent, I have a message for you. On behalf of the Order of the Ascendant, and her impermeable wisdom, the presiding bishop Ruth Bassar, welcome to Laplace's garden. The presiding bishop is presently indisposed, but she's working in Belvedere Hall's secondary courtyard. Enter the large building at the top of the mesa ahead and follow the first hall on your right. May all your problems precede solutions.
Is it just me? Or does something seem... Oh, never mind.
I'm cutting you off there, Charles. That's your third conviction today. People will start to worry.
Smart researchers patronize the scientician's surplus. Quality goods at
every day treating the same strains and abrasions. I'm tenure for a multifactorial disorder.
Lift access is currently restricted. Keep moving.
Hey! Only security personnel are permitted in this booth. Leave. At this time, residents of Laplace's garden are not permitted beyond this point.
A visitor? It's for the best that you're talking to me now instead of mid-work. I do seem to have a slight propensity for stabbing randomly with my tools when interrupted. But I suppose that's enough time spinning in the statements column. Speak away. What are you... Beckett. Another prediction that he hasn't seen fit to notify me about. A more cynical exemplar might posit his doing this to be intentional. If you're here, I imagine you aim to petition the presiding bishop for her support, which is hardly a surprise. She is the most important individual in Arcadia. I'm glad we're in accord. The presiding bishop's leadership allows the Order to act in Arcadia's best interest. Without her, we would be nothing. The corporate invaders will suck Arcadia of its resources and cast it to the wind. And the Protectorate are no better than machines. Moreover, once we solve the universal equation, it will benefit all of humanity. You, me, everyone. No more suffering, no more doubt. It is indeed a good deal, but we can return to your initial point. There is a task of pivotal importance to the Order, but I cannot entrust it with just any come-by-chance outsider. As head of the Order's exemplars, it's my responsibility to assess whose aims upon Ruth may be malicious. Prove yourself to me first, then we may discuss the rest. To the point. Very well. A myriad of cultists have taken over the settlement of Newton, which is a nearby site of historical but not strategic significance. I want them gone. Once there was a bridge stretching from the settlement to the archive, but it was destroyed by a rift. Best keep your distance should you travel there. I'll withhold my appreciation until this task is complete. May you act within the equation's confines.
Personalized order prediction yet. I'll admit to a bit of trepidation in regards to opening mine. This is the first one I've received since the morning.
Honestly, the ones you get in the field are lifesavers. I would have been dead 3 times over without mine.
Oh, that does set my
Use caution as you progress. There's been reports of personalities.
Standing.
with all of them. That wasn't...
Soldier, please assess your pain on a variable scale of 1 to 100, with 1 being entirely pain-free and 100 being the worst pain you can imagine.
There is far too much variability in that scale. The amount of pain I can imagine is partly an objective measure of the maximum amount of pain I could actually feel. Don't make me pursue you! Stop! Being a crime is also a crime. Don't make me pursue you!
Imagine each of those drop pods houses a full-grown mantisaur inside, crammed in and completely furious.
Say, there's a rule against that you're breaking. Stop your flight! Face your consequences! Stop your flight! Face your consequences! Stop your flight! Face your consequences! Stop your flight!
Internal records classify you as a figure of ill repute, and with a significant backlog of fines.
Allow me, child. I have a familiarity with order procedures. Such an unproductive misuse of time. I request we dispense with this matter in the interests of the equation and all who serve it.
But yes, quite right. The equation must take precedence. All charges shall hereby be purged from you and your companion's permanent record, to avoid further distraction.
Glad my decades wasted outwitting petty bureaucrats weren't utterly in vain. But let's not overplay that option.
Seems the Protectorate has been gaining ground since winning control of the archive.
UNEAC has likely been sorting out their logistic problems. Took a moon-sized computer to do it.
Investigating hostile intelligence. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Backward scan.
Emergency protocols ready.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Mobilizing. I seriously question the structural integrity of that bridge. Ratcheting up my aggression.
Taking the fight out of them, mitigating the threat. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Hope to want. You deserve that choice. You deserve Auntie's choice. Now, upward and onward. Thank you so much for tuning in to the one wireless station in Arcadia that doesn't tell you what to think, only what to buy.
Hey, you there! Need a smoke that distinguishes you from the average oak? Well, look no further. It's me. I'm in charge. It's in the down. The chance of glancing me with these. They know that I'm a VIP. It's the West Stout. Says with pride that I'm a one top bona fide. In handing well, I'm sure to stand out. Sleeping on the roof, held the down.
of opportunity and runaway gumption, you'll hear Wireless-Free Arcadia, featuring product advertisements specifically tailored to free-thinking individuals. An important update regarding the attack on Outpost Opportunity. The Order of the Ascendants claims...
Fixing pick locks is very expensive. Please stop that.
...responsible. Outside agitators were apparently attempting to frame the Order in hopes of rekindling hostilities between us. But we were much too cautious and level-headed this time. Other outside parties, presumably less agitating, reportedly outed these malefactors and brought these matters to an appropriate close. Hope no employees listening shot anyone from the Order while this was being resolved, which you'll recall we explicitly forbade.
Enter elsewhere.
If you did, and any Order representatives are listening, we can offer our standard regrets and apologies bouquet assortment delivered to the homes of any surviving loved ones. Alternately, we could just leave a dozen or so outside one of our local field offices for you to collect and distribute yourselves. In fact, we'd actually prefer that. Assuming by your silence, that's okay. Lovely, let's do that. Ta! Now, on to other things. This one goes out to all those aspiring to climb the rungs of their department. May you ascend swiftly, through talent or gut.
I'm yearning and yearning for you. My heart and every last bit of my wage, every last bit that I'm paid, every last bit that I save is intended for you. Although the cost may be high, one day I know you'll be mine. Someday perhaps I'll own two. For now I'll take one that's brand new, 'cause I'm yearning and yearning for you.
Protocols ready. Standing by just to prepare me now. Purification in progress.
Mobility interrupted.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Mobility interrupted. Stat mobility
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Apologies. Emergency protocols unready.
Combatant scanned.
Emergency protocol syringes primed.
Purificator at ready status. Locating the threat. Locking them down. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
corpses.
Proceeding to attack. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Your hard-earned bits on these quality Antes goods or services.
Health benefits available at your request.
Torpificator is charged.
Arcadian Titan flower, or Colossicacerum, is responsible for dumping several pounds of dander into the local atmosphere each pollination cycle.
Combatant scan.
That by the dozens surrounding most settlements, and the many other flowering megaflora native to the colony, and you have a recipe for gunky eyes, loop lung, post-nasal flooding, and worse. Unless you've stockpiled Falderall's mollifying demulcent. An easeful release from Arcadian allergens of all kinds. Use Falderall's mollifying demulcent and breathe easy once again. Falderall, the most trusted name in exo-anti-allergenics. Right. Moving on. This is one of my favorites, though admittedly I'm far from discerning.
I'll handle this. Check the scope for combatant analysis. Combatant scan. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
On the ground. Impacted colon got you down. Well, trust Andy's chemical purge. Far better than natural cures. Oh, live on. My free. No longer does my packed intestine dictate where I have to be. Oh,
resorting to violence. Need to finish recharging first. Go for torpification.
Standing by with life support.
On this episode of Big Bang.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
VP of Xenobiological Exploitation. For the past fiscal year, I've been on a profit safari across the Arcadia system, helping everyone from lower management to members of the board tap into each planet's zoological equity. Every episode, I focus on a different species to tell you the risks. Watch out for its tusks! The rewards. Now this is top-shelf mantipillar secretion, and what each animal brings to the table. Auntie Cleo says the universe is full of things that want to kill you. But what doesn't kill you boosts your net worth. This is Big Game Hunter.
Ratcheting up my aggression. Taking the fight out of them. Multiplication in progress.
Bionics for wildlife interaction gone.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Combatants technology.
Ain't the only profit driver here. There, beyond that crevasse. Claws are as tough as the tongue. Cautious but feisty.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Isopods get awfully scratchy up close. Although some can spit a nasty wad of mucus if provoked from afar. Uh-oh, they've taken an interest in me. Isopods are resistant to the cold. Invest in a good plasma weapon if you attempt acquisition. Blasted fingers are about to freeze off. Why didn't anyone with my staff tell me Iceman would be so cold? They're charging! Get him off me! Get him off! Security team, shoot him! Merciful law, what am I paying you for? Okay, I'm okay. Let's move on to liquidation. Probably the most valuable part of an ursopod is its teeth.
Approaching a rift is not advised until a means of closing rifts is attained. This unit helpfully reminds the commander that one such device is rumored to be on pre-order.
Sell it for scrap or break it down for biomass. Do not eat. That should go without saying. Not unless you want to spray the rocks with biomass. Well, that's all for now. Join me next time as we exploit another habitat. Preferably one more tropical, where I can stick a little umbrella in my anti-Fizzo's nut. Until then, bottoms up to your bottom line.
What say we change the subject? This one reminds me of the morning we drove the Protectorate from Fairfield. A good day for personal freedom and fair trade.
The flavor that lasts and the taste you can't stop from that first inhale to the very last. Try bubblegum slims. Try bubblegum slims. Rich tobacco, sweet at the end. What more could you want?
You there. You need to leave. This is a holy site. Non-believers are... Did you not hear me? You must leave unless you wish to be ushered into perfection before the rest of this architect-forsaken colony. Oh, I'm not accustomed to hearing such. We're usually dismissed as, well, we need not discuss that. But in regards to your entering Newton, that's just not possible. It is blocked by a rift. As I said, the only way to get inside is to offer yourself up to the rift. By being thrown into it, that is. What kind of primitive, superstitious fools do you take us for? Our beliefs are scientifically validated and proven by the esteemed leader themselves, who is infallible, obviously. This is a wondrous time, friend. Our name was not chosen at random. It is a glorious dawn for all humankind. The rifts are a means to achieve a perfect state of being. And they are once again active after laying relatively dormant for years. The end of our tortured existence is nigh. That's a scientific impossibility, but If such a thing were possible, I'd surely like to see it. What I mean is, the rifts are an inviolate part of the architect's plan.
It's the long, slim smoke with the bubblegum filter. It's 2 treats in one, a double thriller. So make your mouth happy while your satisfaction doubles. Satisfaction doubles. Instead of boring.
How dare you try to circumnavigate my authority? What is it this time? You're trying my goodwill. I don't care what your boorish and uneducated opinion is. The bridge is blocked by a rift. You can only enter to offer yourself to the rift, by being thrown into it. How dare you try to circumnavigate my authority? What is it this time? You're trying my goodwill. I don't think so. Not after you disrespected me and my fellow adherents by trying to enter this sacred area and gaze upon the rift without permission.
Is wireless free Arcadia, the voice of Auntie's Choice.
Members of the glorious dawn, we have an interloper.
Scoping out a hostile.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Protocols not yet charged.
110% wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is
Still ready to assist with agent's health needs.
Stun weapon ready, Commander. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
You surely will as well.
The following is a special selection from Anti the Musical, the all-seeing
Threat detected.
And who did I see riding with me? The self-made market legend herself. Paragon of do-it-yourself. Slayer of unlucrative buildings. Highest rung on our brave new meritocracy.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
I saw my opportunity and I took it. I said, Ed, a moment
Mitigating the threat. Locking them down.
This is what we deserve.
Please try again later.
Were any better?
Have a fix on their weaknesses.
Get up and go get her. Choose pediment or impediment. Improve yourself in
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Emergency protocol syringes primed.
Standing by to stupefy.
We've got an a revolutionary corporate guidebook with a fresh new cat-loose surefire sales pitch. Now our underlings are grinning and upper rungers are winning. So shortly you and I will all get rich.
Investigating hostile intentions. Target
Improve yourself, enhance the whole. Get that raise, advance your goal and ignore all told. Monopolize for price control, that's our highest goal. some moral grace. Make them buy our corporate ways. Convince them and increase your sway. Make them do what we say. I saw time for one more lesson. With my suppose
I have a fix on their weaknesses. They're benumbed, taking the fight out of them.
Negative.
Check your scope for combatant analysis.
Requested assistance unavailable.
Combatant scanned.
never get caught, oh never get caught. Never get caught, oh never get caught. Never get caught. My corporate seal had been revived. Soon enough, the lift arrived. Our time had come to an end. And she quickly penned an invoice for her time. Well, she said,
"This is how you climb."
Yeah.
There's no such thing as free advice.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Emergency protocols ready.
Stun weapon ready, Commander.
Mental malady. Night sweats abnormal bone.
Combatant scanned.
Glossolalia. This one always makes me pretend I have the sun in my eyes.
Wireless Free Arcadia presents our top requested marketing melody, Forced Rockets by the Herschel Sisters.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Force rockets. Force rockets. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your launch today. When you miss the call for shall, but you want to eat something now, you'll go for lunch with force rockets. When your tea is getting weak and your winger's out of steam, recharge your toss ball crew with force rockets. Force rockets. Force rockets. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your lunch today. Rescue soon. You can save the day with force rockets. When your ship's adrift and lost, and the crew starts drawing lots, mates when you've got force rockets. Force rockets. Force rockets. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your lunch today. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your lunch today. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your lunch today.
You're tuned to wireless-free Arcadia, the best things in sliced breadworm. Now with 110% more music, news, and product placement.
Auntie Cleo here to address all the hubbub over these risks.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Would have us think these cosmic light shows herald the end of the worlds. Poppycock. Rifts present an opportunity, not a calamity. Once someone irons out the reality-rending downside, we'll be left with nothing but upside.
For combatant analysis.
Full confidence that our lab coats in experimental operations will elevate a profitable use.
Torpificator is charged. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Think of it. That's your job, MPs. Auntie's job is to keep you motivated. The threat of extinction is the mother of invention, after all.
Now, on to other things. Now, here's a song to take your mind off your worries. Unless you're being hunted by a pack of raptidons or some such.
Fried crisp, go stuff some in your chewer. Who would guess that tasty flesh was found down in the sewer? Fried crisp, you really gotta try 'em. We pluck a sprat straight from a trap, then smash 'em flat and fry 'em.
You may have heard that Auntie knows better than nature. Auntie offers over 1,000 different products and over 100 different brands.
Nature offers disease, predation, pestilence, and nasty little biting insects.
What does nature know? Auntie knows best. Choose Auntie's choice. And now, back to it. Next up, something reasonably peppy. Please consult your employee handbook to determine if dancing is presently allowed.
She's just the best choice.
And now, a word from our sponsors. Our Ippy Jippy Mail Order Division informs it is now offering...
These temporary indignities of the body are nothing contrasted to the Order's future. Keep those eyes open, soldiers!
I only guess at consumer. Step inside and let electromagnetic waves bathe over you, exciting your molecules and curing such ailments as dropsy, sciatica, narcolepsy, rickets, night sweats, and collectivism. Not recommended for longer than 1 second at a time. Not responsible for temporary or permanent damage to eyes, teeth, skin, or general lifespan. Ask your doctor if a walk-in industrial macro... wave is right for you.
Fine, fine. Let us proceed.
Don't know about you, but I could use something a little more upbeat right about now. Like this.
Crab witch, a sandwich made from crab will make some mighty fine trees. Crab witch, sandwich you want to eat.
I always find I work best when undistracted. One could say I find the cultist at Newton quite the interruption to my focus. Now, how might we be of use to one another? I shall allow myself a moment of relief. Moment passed. I'd hoped killing the cultists was its own reward. But you may also take this. You've proven yourself well, but we have recently experienced a pivotally important, unforeseen development. One I must meet directly. Can I count on you? One of the satellites comprising the Hyperion web was struck by a wayward craft and crashed on Paradise Island. I need someone to recover an informational component from it. I hope your zeal is properly placed. The Protectorate soldiers guarding the crash site are unlikely to let you close, unless something else is made to arrest their attention. I cannot say how that might be accomplished, unfortunately. Some of our scholars find answers to their solutions at the CAF integration point. Perhaps you might do the same. Collect the data from the crashed site and return it here. May the odds prevail against your bloody demise.
Don't try to make your own crab or repass. Trust me when I say that it'll be your last. So leave fresh crabble to your favorite aunt. It's better once it's passed through her industrial plant. Wild crabble's fine for a lubricant. If you heard you can't eat 'em, yup, it's true you can't. Crab witch, consume at your own risk. Crab witch, it tastes almost decent. Crab witch, it's a sandwich you want to eat.
Caffeine is proven to lead to many positive health and research outcomes.
This is Wiley's Free Arcadia. We take a moment to fill these airwaves with a reminder. Spireton is a keystone component of our archive reacquisition initiative on Cloister. This base is the gateway to the archive. Occupying it would get our boot back in the door. Unfortunately, that door is currently locked and bolted by the Protectorate. We held the archive once. With a little proactivity and possibly some outsourcing, we can do it again. Taking Spireton is just a process. Participation is mandatory. Now, on to other things. Now for something a little different, if not thematically.
On a scale.
No lectures, please.
Can't talk. Calculating an inverse complex sine function in my head.
Every last bit of my wage, every last bit that I'm paid, every last bit that I save is intended for you.
Caffeine is proven to lead to many positive health and research outcomes.
Welcome to the Caff Integration Point. Will it be caffeine or convictions today? Convictions are statements which promote personal and professional confidence and well-being, leading to 22.9% more scientific breakthroughs in a given quarter. Interested? Strength? Good choice. I take mine the same. Here you are. And don't worry yourself over payment. First one's complimentary. I haven't spied you around before. New project appointment? Must be an adjustment, all things considered. Come now, don't tell me you haven't noticed our particular strain of hospitality here in the garden. I can only imagine how odd such an abundance of tranquility and friendliness must seem when contrasted with, well, anywhere else in Arcadia. Especially in the middle of a war, and so near active fighting. Almost unfeasible, wouldn't you say?
You know, you do a passable impression of a scientician. Did you grow up near one of our settlements? Have a few years of order training?
I'm quite sure I don't know what you mean.
Oh, I understand you may technically count as a member, but there's a perfunctory element to your articulation. You don't believe in the plan. And you're clearly up to something. She sized you up almost immediately, Commander. Been softly probing you for information. I clocked her the first moment she opened her mouth. Appreciate that. I spent decades undercover with only self-affirmations to assuage my vacillating morale. Well, do I have to shoot up the place? Or will you come clean immediately? Who do you work for, little mole?
By the architect, keep your voice down, please. Even if what you say is true, this isn't a conversation best had amidst present company. Let's talk somewhere more private. Behind the Caff Integration Point, perhaps?
I've been
Sponsored by Auntie's Choice Office of Munitions and Catering. Time to restock your arsenal? Planning a key business dinner or banquet event? They have everything you need in one place. This is for anyone out there who just lost out on a
You must be curious why I asked for such a discreet rendezvous. Allow me to whet your appetite for intrigue a little further, shall I? I have adequate reason to believe the Order is conducting a mass experiment on the population of Laplace's garden. You might put down your proverbial hand once you hear the specifics. The Order is not cultivating its perfect, plan-abiding society through careful ideological pruning, as the laureates would have you believe. It's simple pharmacology. Put bluntly, they're regulating the emotions of everyone in Laplace's garden through drugs in the water supply. Why would the Order want to create a society of undistractable little academics whose only desire is to advance the plan? I wonder. Moderate your volume, please. No one here is in any immediate peril. Probably. The Order claims the subjects here supposedly consented to participate, but it was begun prior to the schism with the Protectorate, so who's to say? Regardless, if the Order has made some kind of pharmaceutical breakthrough, imagine how useful it might be to certain parties to know about it in advance. I represent a group of information traders who would pay well to get their hands on a sample of this drug. Interested? That's your prerogative, of course. The benefits of free will. Until such time as the Order or the Protectorate repossesses it. No, they were grown in the same petri dish. The commonalities remain whether either of them wishes to acknowledge it. But I digress. If you change your mind, I'll be here. Taking an extended but much-deserved smoking break. Good tranquilizer for the nerves, you know.
Say, I observed that. Stop. Fleeing a crime is also a crime.
Desist your thievery! Internal records classify you a figure of ill repute and with a significant backlog of fines. On behalf of all aggrieved parties, the Order demands immediate restitution.
Catchy pitch for Auntie's products you simply can't live without. Say, you've got your alien planting corollary in my invasive species fish paste.
You're a rugged, spacefaring frontiers person type. Try it, despite the countless voices screaming in your head not to.
Oh, it's like sour milk and expired medicine. Yet despite this balefully rebarbative mouthfeel, I feel great!
Everyone knows Salubri's concoctions aren't supposed to taste good. That's how you know it's working.
Nannerfish Restorative Elixir. Additional health benefits, none of the delicious taste. New from Auntie's Choice. Where nature ends, we begin.
Yes, well, enough of that, I suppose.
Alrighty then. It's well past time for more merry melodies. Inspiring sponsored content that will boost you to the top rung, plus all the news that's fit for listening. This is Wireless is free Arcadia.
Valued underlings, your anti-Cleo needs to spark some combustion. Exteriors. Listen in dreadful anticipation to my latest demotions report, starting with Asta Fiswich, senior copywriter in invasive marketing. Whose sloganeering was a bit too Tau-Ceti for the vibrant Arcadian market. You've gone stale, Aster. We can't exactly skip drive you back home. So you're demoted to Assistant VP of Vending Stock. Let's see if you can keep the Sprat crisps fresher than your advertising copy. Next, Russell Crowe.
You ever find yourself with too much disposable income? I got plenty of ideas on how to dispose of it.
No shoes, no smock, no hall-side office with an Elysium view. Wear something nice and solvent-proof for your new role as Executive Drainage Manager in Recreant Reclamations and Artificial Additives. Remember, dress for the job you have, Russ. And just to show there's no position too microscopic for Auntie's management, I'd like to highlight Assistant Waste Disposal Officer Potter Flanderbilt for a job not well done. The only airlocks fit for trash disposal are those far from my office. Nothing ruins a view like a constellation of Sistybits bags. Now you're the assistant to the assistant. And that's enough negative reinforcement for now. Until next time, everybody do your jobs like your CEO is watching over your shoulder. Because...
I must say, I have many reservations about this.
Now, on to other things. Thank you so much for tuning in to the one wireless station in Arcadia that doesn't tell you what to think.
To me.
Collection from
On their witnesses. Taking the fight out of them. Check your scope for combatant analysis.
I tried my best to hurt her. More confidence. How do I find success?
Combatant scan.
The old corporate thinking will only leave you sinking. Listen, child, and take it straight from me. This term, self-betterment, makes you 110% everything you'd ever hoped to be.
Be the you that you would be if you were any better. Get up and go. You get up and go get her. Choose betterment or impediment. Improve yourself, enhance the whole. Get that raise, advance your role and ignore all told. Monopolize for price, control is our highest goal.
We've got an improved outlook, a revolutionary corporate guidebook with a fresh new can't-lose surefire sales pitch.
That popular favorite was requested by Carlson Fidel, thinking of their family in Halcyon. Let's hope our war of liberation brings the brave employees of said colony the products they need to survive in time. This is for anyone out there who just lost out on a big promotion. Keep your chin up. Next time.
I'm looking for a meal that doesn't leave me feeling hungry. Hey, here's a fancy king. Wow, it's a real beauty. Let's see what's inside and get back to our duty. Borstwurst, oh Borstwurst, it's not the worst unless it's Borstwurst. Borstwurst, oh Borstwurst, grab a can today. Tongues to sweet meat. Lungs to hearts, they use all the tastiest parts. Ears to hocks and rears to tits. If it shit means we make more bits. Borstwurst, oh Borstwurst, it's not the worst unless it's Borstwurst. Borstwurst, oh Borstwurst, grab a can today.
I look forward to the reclamation of the Hyperion web. Hopefully you shall facilitate that. Now, how might we be of use to one another?
Co-worker rivals get sleepy after consuming a full midday meal.
Yes! Excellent! Take that, reductionists! Your horrid little surveillance devices shall finally be used for what their purpose should have been! Don't tell anyone about that outburst, please. Here's something to keep you quiet.
Featuring our finest pre-sliced bread and dehydrated water tablets. Specially designed to be eaten alone.
Not by a factor of thousands. You'll have to tell me about your scholastic experiences someday, colleague. I've informed the presiding bishop you're coming to speak with her. She can be found in the room off the main stairwell. I'm sure I don't need to say this. But if you even think about bringing harm to Ruth, I shall know. Be on your very, very best behavior.
The Order has always proclaimed patience as a virtue, but I am pleased my waiting is finally at its endpoint. For so long, you have only existed as numerical values on a chart, a bright star in a constellation of possibilities, as it were. Now, with your arrival, the Order nears the totality of its goals, provided you are willing to stay aligned with our cause. Faith is trust without evidence. You deserve far more than that. Now then, I gather you already know who I am, but science has shown that good manners strengthen developing relationships by 5.3%. So, allow me to introduce myself. I am Ruth Bassar, third presiding bishop of the Order of the Ascendant, supreme calculator, and, plan willing, the architect of Arcadia's prosperous future. I admit, when I sent my initial message, I did not exactly know who its recipient would be. But I trusted the plan, and lo and behold, it provided you as the solution. Your recent exploits at Greater Tranquility Station have certainly made for compelling reading material. Such a loss of life is regrettable. To think that neither delegate managed to escape the station before it was inexplicably destroyed by the rift. Unthinkable. Improbable, even. Very well. We are here to fashion the future after all, not litigate the past. But let us table the events of Greater Tranquility Station for now. The archive remains at the forefront of my mind, as it must be on yours, or else you would not be here. Walk me through your plan, then. Once the data is processed, what then?
Consume at your own risk. Crab witch. It tastes almost decent. Crab witch.
And so it may, but perhaps we are putting the solution before the problem. Until the Order has control over the archive again, this discussion is all but moot.
It's Auntie's choice.
Amplified across the rings of Elysium, from the boardroom to the bottom rung. This is wireless free Arcadia, official frequency of Auntie's choice. Auntie.
Charmingly put. But yes, I do. Any way I interpret the numbers, it is obvious the plan brought you here to deliver the archive out of Protectorate subjugation and back into Order hands. But before we go further, you should be aware, by aligning yourself with us in this matter, Auntie's choice will almost assuredly see you as a threat to their interests. Are you prepared to accept that consequence?
Okay, back to business. Alrighty then, it's well past time for more merry melodies.
It will be a mutually beneficial arrangement, I can assure you. Let us now discuss the particulars of what will be required to reclaim the archive. Fortunately, I have given this some thought, and already have a strategy in place. First, we must reclaim Spireton from the enemy. Spireton once served as the Order's headquarters, due to its proximity to the archive. Its loss was an affront, and remains so. More importantly, there is a lift located in Spireton which can deliver our troops into the archive to assist you against the Protectorate. Unlocking and calling that lift can only be done from within the archive, however. So you will need to infiltrate the archive by alternate means, via a bridge connected to Newton. Fortunately, I am told you already dealt with the cultists there. Unfortunately, you will still need to find a way past a small rift currently blocking the bridge. A prudent course of action, though I would also advise caution. Praetor is as perilous as Cloister, if not more so, given the Protectorate's presence there. There is a computronical key that you will also need to locate within the archive called the Calcaduceus. The Calcaduceus grants special access to the archive. Once it is back in Order hands, we will have full control over its systems once more. Exemplars will accompany you in any direct assault on Spireton. But to increase our chances of success and minimize casualties, might I recommend a more indirect approach? Take this access card. It opens a discreet side entrance on the western side of Spireton, just past a collapsed portion of the outer wall. Once inside, it may be possible to divert power from the Protectorate's turrets via a nearby terminal. The same card should grant you access to the building housing the terminal. Nothing more is writ on my chalkboard at the moment. Undoubtedly, all the more reason to adhere to the plan of taking Spireton and moving Order troops into position. May you achieve progress in accordance with the plan.
Failed to cite her work completely. I worked with presiding Bishop Orlo, you know. Now there was a serious scientician.
Next up, the real reason wireless-free Arcadia exists: advertising. Our Recreant Reclamation and Artificial Additives Division has proudly announced its latest innovation, Slurrylose, a flavorsome new artificial sweetener made from the reprocessed runoff of industrial facilities, chemical plants, slaughterhouses, and stockyards. Not only does it save the company a fortune, it's so unnaturally sweet, it's almost unbearable.
We believe so much in this delicious, cost-cutting measure, we're rushing it to market.